lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my back.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Baby, let's go! Let's go!
Ready.
50 seconds to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Bledsoe. That's complete to John Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator. Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And the Steelers first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready, break.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Ready.
2nd and 5. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
Watching it fire. I want that.
Pilot, 64, come go.
On 1st and 10, Bledsoe, and nearly picked off.
Check three.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Come on,
So now
set.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Shoot.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
You ready?
44's Mike. Check.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
44, Mike, 44. Better bring it.
Snap.
From the gun, Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Well, the pretty move couldn't create much space, down just beyond the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
From the gun, Lawrence. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39.
It's a game of...
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Going to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made by A.J. Boyer. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
30 base.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Ready. 60 or.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Hey, Haywood. Ready.
A run right side, it's Bettis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
To throw on 2nd down, Bledsoe. He gets this one to Boyd. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Undercrush. Big grip.
Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Directly over him. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
15 line. 15 line.
Mike 55. I'm coming for you, son.
On 3rd down, Bledsoe. He completes it to Boyd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Let's go, let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
44, Mike, 44. Wild Bill.
Back to throw. Lawrence is going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Let's go.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Hey, echo. 44. Shoot.
Looking to throw on second down. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Phillip Lindsay the intended target, but it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Lawrence. Now he's flushed out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes and gets the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will knot things up here late in the first half. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Ready? 70, easy. Hey, Delta.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Another run by Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
44's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Defense.
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Set, ready? 10-2 start. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges. Check 15.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the set. 44. Mike, 44. They gonna need some therapy after this.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Okay, ready? Mike's Fofo.
On 1st down, Lawrence looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. He's coming. Double up, double up. Blue draw, Corker.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a a loose football. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
On the double. Hey, high 7. 44, Mike, 44. Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded at the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 3. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Mike, 55. Five.
To throw on 3rd down. Bledsoe. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
X3, 218,
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. And he's got his big tight end, Eifert, and it's a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
1
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Lawrence. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Foxtrot.
A give running right, Lindsey. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Steelers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.